If your friends were to describe you, what would they say?
Extremely talkative. I'm never usually at a loss for words. I'm constantly being able to just have that connection with other people. I don't know if it's like self-serving or I don't know, some desperate need. Maybe my parents didn't hold me long enough when I was growing up, but I just really like being able to connect with people as much as possible in a genuine way. And by far, having conversations, attending networking events, things like that, they liven me up. It can kill a lot of people off, but for me, it's like a shot of espresso, man, make me feel energized.
When have you felt the most vulnerable?
Wow. So, commitment to myself has always been okay. If I fail, then I fail myself. And being from Utah, typically people grow up getting married at like 21, 22. And I finally met the woman I was going to meet. I was going to go to the military, had everything ready to go. My papers were ready to go. I wanted to go back in. I was former Navy. I was like, I'll go Army with my brother. Met my wife, and I said, this is what I'm planning on doing. I'm going to Special Forces, and I really want to knock it out. And, I'm not looking just to date. So she said, yeah, you know what? That's cool. I'll go with you. And I didn't expect that. I was expecting her to say, yeah, well, take it easy. I'm not about that. So the most vulnerable I felt was when after my father had asked me, he says, so is this the one? I said, yeah, she's absolutely the one. And you know what I'll do? I'll just work really hard and I'll save up for that ring. And he said, yeah, we should do, you know what? Let's just go look at rings. And we went to this place looking at rings, and he said, there was just one that spoke to me. I'm very old fashioned. I don't believe that, both my wife and I were just like, you pick what you feel is going to be representative of our love for each other. And I found one ring. She still wears it to this day. We've been together for almost 15 years now. And he goes, is that the one? I said, yeah, that's the one. And he goes, great. And he throws out his card and he says, we'll take it. And one of the reps came over and grabbed me because I just went pale. Because at that moment I realized that I was making the biggest decision of my life. And I know a lot of people say that, and it's kind of half-hearted, but for me, it was now that somebody else is going to depend upon me, and that I can't just throw caution to the wind anymore. I have to think about my actions.
If you could share some wisdom with the world today, what would it be?
Shut up and listen. It was later on in doing what I do today that listening is so important, and how you can make this deep connection with people, not just in business, but you realize that everybody's got a story. Everybody's got this, either a tragic beginning or this miraculous, wonderful arriving point in their lives. And being that we're always trying to get in there, we want to feel important about ourselves. If we take the time to just ask easy questions and listen, you'll learn so much more about these other people, and in retrospect, you learn a lot about yourself, and people are drawn to that. And I think as a community, as like a tribe, we need to listen more instead of just trying to show everybody how smart we are.